It means a lot. Basketball's got huge potential at university, and we really pride ourselves on working with local partners to deliver a great experience for the students. I think one of the big things is the quality of coaching. So for us, coaching is really important, and the quality of the coaching that our student club's going to receive, we believe, is going to be second to none. It's going to take them to the next level, help them enjoy their sport, make friends, have fun, but be better players and better people for it. Success for us is a thriving club that's growing, that's engaging and inspiring the student population. We believe our club's got the ability to be in the top league in BUCS competition, and that we can recruit and attract domestic and international athletes to our programme.
And the tip goes. Control Bristol's way. Inside, finds the big man, kicks it outside. Ball runs loose. Back in Bristol's control again. Puts up from distance. Big man on the inside. That's Dillis making his presence felt. So Bristol to the line. And comes up. Samacano controls. Looking for the option. Shifts around to Tyrone Williams. Bailey with the handoff. Williams has a look. Sees the defense inside. Johnson kicks outside. Walker. Big switch. Big defensive effort. Means the shot clock runs. And ball back to Bristol. Corey Samuels in control, guarded by Thierry Walker. T trying to put the brakes on. Miscommunication by Bristol. So Hood's ball sideline. Acano has a look, and Williams. Bristol set up. Price down the middle, gets the ball taken away, and a foul. Call on Thierry Walker. Bristol control again. Shifts it wide. Pressure there. Walker called again. Second foul in quick succession. And once again, Dusha looking for the inbounds. I think that substitution came a little bit quicker than coach was hoping for. On call for the first time, Micah Sabry Richards. Corey Samuels. Price tries to get it. Ball gets taken out of his hands. Williams on the drive and the hammer. Straight back, Bristol straight back at it. Dusha from the outside, pulls up short. Ball runs loose, Sabry Richards finds Williams on the break. Pulls up from distance. And hits the tray. Great start. From the Hoods, from the outside. Samuels looking for Dusha. Shifts it. Finds the mismatch down low. Went for the finish. Pulls up short. But puts back for the easy two. Acano kicks it. Bryce Johnson from distance pulls up. Corey Samuels with the rebound and getting himself back down court quickly. Good defense from Sam Acano. Adozi round to Dusha. Went for the one-handed catch. Runs loose. Hood's ball. Hood's looking to push the pace. Although, to be fair, Bristol doing exactly the same, came back the other way. Bristol's subs essentially just arrived. So, yeah, these guys going to run until these guys are warmed up on the bench. Johnson. Williams, guarded by Dusha. Goes to the left. Little floater. Tyrone Williams with the push shot. Let's make another two. Strong start from Tyrone Williams. Dusha offloads. Corey Samuels. Tries to take it inside. Dusha finds the screen set by Dillis. Man to Edozie. Edozie kicks to the corner. Pierce runs loose. Ekano. Williams again. With the friendly bounce. Shooter's bounce. And it's an early timeout. So timeout called by Bristol. And he's calling it at the sidelines. Bristol ball in. Subs in puts Danzel Ubiaro on the ball. Johnson gets a touch. Ball runs loose. Ubiaro unfortunately was held up in traffic, so hasn't had a proper full-on warm-up. Gone straight into the game though. Akano in control. Screen set by Bailey. Williams with the sneak. Tyrone Williams off to the hot start. Samuels finds Dusha. Dillis sets the pick. Dusha goes all the way. Well read by Elliot Bailey on the way through. Endline Bristol. Finds Dozy. Ubiaro puts it up. Johnson controls the rebound. Offloads to Samakano. Johnson going to work. Finds Williams. Oh no, Savory Richards squares up. Johnson cutting across the lane. Finds Williams this time. Savory Richards with the scoop and the finish. Dusha guarded by Akano. Johnson. Guarding Edozie. Help comes. And Johnson running loose. Unfortunate bounce. Leads to a carry. And therefore Bristol ball. So Bristol's possession from the sideline. I've got both microphones at the minute, so occasionally switch into commentary mode for the arena as well. Here's Samuels. Shifts it round. Dusha. Shifts it down low. Samuels from deep. And finds the bottom of the net. 3 for Bristol. Kano shifting it back. Savoury Richards finds a little bit of space. Pulls up. Samuels with the big leap and the finish. Avoids Savoury Richards and makes the bucket. Too quick. Back-to-backs from Bristol. Kano gets bumped on the way through. So, Sam Meccano steps to the line. And the first one runs loose. It's unlike Sam. Sam's been on a bit of a tear. In fact, was the Hoods Player of the Month in November. That's more like it. There we go. And the one subs in for the Hoods. Latrell Maitland on court for the first time tonight, as Elliot Bailey takes a seat. Bristol ball. Controlled by Samuels, guarded by Akano. Skips past the screen, still on him. Runs loose. But Bristol maintain the possession. So Dusha looking for the inbounds. Ball ends up in Samuel's hands. Goes again, past the big screen it does. Offensive foul call this time. Mantis Dillis, big guy to get around, but managed to persuade him into the foul that time. Hood's possession. Akano. Ball ends up in Maitland's hands. Still got Sam. Johnson on the kick. Ball runs loose. Corey Samuels, big hops. Runs Dusha. Trying to back up Micah Savoury Richards. Dozy. Back to Samuels. Pulls up, kicks inside. And Dillis with the 2. Meccano keen to get the ball down court quickly. There he is again. Tyrone Williams has the ball plucked away. Corey Samuels making it a 2-point game with an easy finish. Maitland looking for options. Johnson goes at Dillis. Nice little push shot. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Ball into Dillis, down low. Puts up the scoop shot, runs loose. Johnson gets it back at the top of the key, shifts it round. Williams squares up, looks for 3. Challenge on the rebound. Johnson gets fouled. Foul called. Subs in. It's David Forsyth on court for the first time tonight. Johnson makes the first. And converts both. Subs called. And Johnson takes a seat. It's the last minute and a half of this first quarter. Samuels finds Dusha. Forsyth using his height, a little bit of extra size. Ball runs loose off Latrell Maitland and runs back to Bristol possession. Edozie, little push hook. It's the last couple of possessions in this first quarter. Maitland finds Bailey, ball taken away. Edozie on the break. Brings it back to a 2-point ball game. Meccano in control. Maitland looking at options. Finds Tyrone Williams. Savory Richards. Nice cut from Elliot Bailey and a lovely finish. As the clock runs down, Bristol holding. Wanting that last shot. Finds Edozie. Makes it. At the buzzer. 2-point game. Almost like you're in Lee English's living room. You all right, Debbie? Good stuff. And we're back underway. 2-point game at the half. Saviory Richards pulls up, runs loose. And it's Samuels versus Akano in a foot race once again. That's going to be a scrap all evening. Corey Samuels takes the 2 to tie it up, 21 apiece. Yes, there's a delay in terms of Corey Samuels' attire, needing to get himself tucked in. Samuel shoots it and makes the extras. So Akano as Bristol take their first lead for the evening. Williams to Bailey. Gets picked off. Obiaro. Easy 2. Bristol coming out strong at the start of the second quarter. Tyron Williams finds Maitland. A little bit of space for Williams this time. Chasing rebounds, doesn't come. So Dushan controls the ball. Obiaro. Screen set by Forsyth. Obiaro from the top. Finds the bottom of the bucket. Akano with the speed. Puts the afterburners on. Gets to the basket. 3-point lead for Bristol. Dusha. Guarded by Maitland. Finds a bit of space. Misses on the layup. And Hus comes straight back. Dusha picks up and intercepts. Great pressure defense. Subs coming in. So Adozie takes a seat, as does Saviory Richards. And Johnson and Dillis back on to renew their rivalry through the middle. Dusha, control. And Samuels. Maitland called. And the basket. Corey Samuels with the make. Hood's having a little chat together to try and work out what's going on. Because at the minute, there are some issues involved. Sam Akano's having a bit of a chat. Referees, coaches chatting across the way. I think both these coaches are talking to each other. They're just literally in a language that I can't understand. Samuels gets the extra. Hoods needs to come back. Nice cut. Williams draws out Dillis. Gets a little bit of space. Tries to shift it down the baseline. Bristol ball. Dusha controlling the ball. Guarded by Maitland. Fell's not letting him pass. Dusha puts up, shoots over. Akano. Back to Sam Akano. Finds space, kicks it. Maitland finds it all way back round. Akano again. Ball gets a touch. Akano pulls up and sinks a 3 from distance. Snapshot. Samuels. Akano guarding him. Wants him to put the shot up, but he doesn't. Dusha. Elite Bailey with the reach. And it over the top. You got someone that big, why wouldn't you? 7 points the difference. Shifts it round. Williams, Akano. Johnson goes through the middle. First shot runs. Samuels. Dillis finds Dusha. From distance, makes it. Ball runs to Samuels. John Maitland with the foul. Caden Ross on court for the first time, as is Kobe Hill. Ball in from Bristol. Obiaro. Picked off nearly. Johnson. Hands on the ball, but it runs loose. Dillis hits nothing. Ball comes out. Tyrone Williams languidly getting down court. Hands on it by Kobe Hill. Obiaro. A little bit of a trip. Hopefully Caden's all right. It's the ball in line. Obiaro goes at Williams. Williams gets a hand on the ball. Obiaro goes at him. Runs loose. Williams tries to scoop inside. Foul call first time. So foul call against Illis this time. Just holding foul for the referee to his shoelaces. Health and safety, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we need. So Bailey shooting from the line. Hood's captain. Hits one. Runs up loose, but Caden picks up the rebound. Caden Ross for the first bucket from this evening. Picking up the scraps. Samuels. Guarded by Akano. Active hands. Samuels with the ball. Johnson went for the sneak, didn't quite get it. Subs in. Samuels and Forsyth sit down. And Hoods make sub as well. Samakano takes a break. Thierry Walker back on court. Samuels from the line. Makes one. And the second. Solid from the stripe. So Samuels comes off, has a break. And Dusha comes back on. Having a bit of a chat with Kobe Hill. Jerry Walker finds Johnson. Back to Walker. Bailey kicks round. Williams draws his man out, finds Johnson on the inside. Gets bumped and makes the play. So Johnson steps to the line. Dillis picks up his second foul. And Johnson with the extra. 4-point game. Dusha. Screen set by Dillis. Good help. A rebound, Tyrone Williams. Finds Walker. Johnson from range. Pulls up short. Dusha again. Reset. Timeout called. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might be able to tell from our broadcast that the bleachers are a little bit emptier than usual. There is a reason for that. It seems there's an absolute deluge happening in Nottingham. The traffic is an absolute nightmare, hence the reason why half of the Bristol team were late in order to get here. Haven't had a proper warm-up, so the fact that they're 4 points ahead is fantastic for them. So a big thank you to all those people who have turned up, and hello to those people who are watching at home. Hopefully you're snug and nice and warm. It's cold and wet here, but well, no, obviously not wet here, we're inside, but yes. The game, hopefully, it's a little bit full of error at the minute, but there will be, I am sure, moments of quality from each team, is I think the way that we could describe it. A couple of really strong performances from Bristol thus far. Corey Samuels killing the speed down court. I think that's the big difference. And obviously having people like Dillis and Adozie in the middle means that you have got those big units who can mop up on the inside. Nottingham, on the other hand, Tyrone Williams carried them early doors. They're really missing Donnell at the minute, who's injured. So having Donnell Nixon would have really helped. But not to worry, we're here and we're back. Ball in. Dusha finds Dillis on the inside. Meat and gravy to the big man. Nakano. Kick ball control. Thought he'd seen a little sneak through. Walker. From the outside. Runs loose. Dusha again. Bristol able to run this game at their own pace at the moment. Hood's really struggling to get into this one just yet. Adozie picks up from the outside. Nakano. Walker sets himself. Lets fly. Ball runs loose. Hill picks it up. As Dusha. Dillis from deep. Pulls up short. Walker running again. Rice Johnson from deep. Dusha gets the foul drawn against Caden Ross. No, I know Caden's dad. He's not going to be happy about that particular call. Subs in. Tyrone Williams back on court. Dusha shooting. Makes the first. And lines up. Makes the second. Akano pushing the pace, getting the ball up court quickly. But Bristol already set into their zone defence. Akano finds Johnson. Williams runs loose. There's a foul called. Can't quite tell at the minute. Oh, I was called against the Hoods. Foul called against the Hoods. Elliot Bailey called for that one. So Bristol on shooting fouls. Dilla steps up to shoot this one. Makes the first. Hoods again go to Williams, round to Akano. Puts up the shot. In-man push gets picked off by Johnson. To Thierry Walker. Again, the ball picked off. And Bristol with the easy two. And we're back, sorry about that. Bryce Johnson with the finish. So hello to all those people watching on the stream. Bryce Johnson with the second. Corey Samuels back on court, controlling the offense. Dozy sets that screen. Dusha looking for Forsyth setting one, but goes straight down the middle. Nakano pushing the pace, trying to get the ball over half court quickly. Johnson picking up the scraps. Hood's trying to put up a little bit more pressure on the defense. Forsyth finds a Dozy down low. Again, easy pickings for the big man. Nakano looking to find the holes, finding the gaps. Walker goes to glass. And an easy two to finish. And that is the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the tail of the tape from the first half. 54-41. And the turnovers tell a lot when the Hoods are coughing the ball up so many times and the Hurricanes are stealing the ball so many times, then that's going to translate into points, and it certainly has done in this first half. Hoods trying to get back on a winning track at home, and obviously Bristol trying to get their first win of this season. Got a couple of really experienced players in there, and the size has certainly been a bit of a problem for the Hoods. So it's all out now. Hoods have got to go at it and see what they can do, see if they can pull down a couple of rebounds, make a couple of outside shots. But as we all know, games can go in stretches. So coming back in for the second half. Alrighty then. Second half, just about to come underway. Bristol possession. And Samuels, guarded by Walker. Offloads, finds Dusha. Ball runs loose, and the Hoods get possession. Bryce Johnson offloads. Nakano going through the middle, and the offload down to Bailey. And the bucket, good start. So Hoods picking up defense. Ball gets kicked round. Adozi finds Dusha again. Dillis. Nice rejection. No foul called. Ball runs loose. Williams. Goes at the gap. Finds a space. Ball runs loose. Samuels. Hoods player call for the blocking foul. Samuels loose off the first. Make sure of the second. Nakano. Guarded by Samuels. Round. Walker. Nakano. Finds Johnson. Looking for the inside. Can't find it. Williams on the outside. Foul calls. I don't think he agreed with that one. Second foul called against Chris Samuels. Hoods ball sideline. Hoods possession. Nakano with the ball. Finds a little gap, little seam, tries to thread the needle. Ball runs out of play. Hoods possession. Sorry, Bristol possession. Dusha guarded by Akano. Dillis. Goes again, pulls up short. There's a foul there somewhere. So it's all a little bit tumbly and messy down there. So foul called against Bristol. Foul called against Bristol. That's Aviaro's first. Hoods end line. Williams. Walker and Akano to get the ball over the halfway. Akano Flings it wide. Williams stops and pops. Misses that time. Tusha gets it back, shifts it round. Obiaro from deep. Back to Akano. Akano gets it back. Johnson. Seam down the middle. Bailey from the corner. Runs loose. Tusha. Finds space. Dillis shifts it round. Samuels. Samuels possession. There's Dillis from deep. Johnson brings it back. Akano from three. Pick up the defense. Let's go. Hoods needing to pick up on the defensive end. Terry Walker. Tyrone Williams. Dillis shifts it round. Adozi finds a man down on the baseline. Runs loose. Johnson gets the pocket picked. Call for a travel. Dillis stood in the middle. Just took the man and went straight into him. Bristol ball. 12-point difference. Hoods fans trying to make a bit of noise. Some of those players feeling a little bit like they're getting bumped all over the place. Call for a kick ball. So we reset that shot clock. Akano with the ball. Trying to make the call. Working out what's happening. Finds a little bit of space. Space with the step. Does need to stop this time. Foul called. Third foul call against Sam Akano that time. They're having a bit of a chat with the ref, trying to work out what's going on over there. Samuels to the line. Next one. And the second. Subs in. Akano sits down. Trailblazer on the ball. Tyrone Williams with the ball. And back to Williams. Maitland. Back to Johnson. Runs loose. Maitland picks it up. Foul called. Foul called against Dillis. That's the third foul for the big man. So Tyrone Williams to the line. Shoots the one. minus the second. Williams, both from the line. Hoods picking up the defence, trying to get themselves back into this. Third foul called against the Trail Maitland that time. Ball in. Samuels finds Dushan. Down low. Dozy doesn't need much room there. Williams finds Maitland, back to Williams. From deep, runs loose, and back it comes. So Dusha backing up, kicks out Samuels. Obiaro, call for the travel. $14 points the difference. Hood's looking at options against the zone. Finds Bryce Johnson through the middle. Dozy gets a touch. Hood's ball and line. So Maitland comes over to take the inbounds. Tyrone Williams. Squared up by Dusha. And finds the two. Dusha guarded by Maitland. There's the trap. Gets past it. Forsyth with the spin. And the easy two. Williams coming straight back. Back to Johnson. Back to Williams. Round the trail. Bristol came straight down the middle. Gets picked. No one told him there was a man there. Went for the alley-oop. It's a sign of someone who's feeling very confident right now. 14 points the difference. Make that 12. Timeout calls. So 14 points difference. Looked at one point that Hoods were going to try to make a little bit of a run, but it's turnovers that's killing them. Just giving the ball away, and some of these players from Bristol just running strong, making the most of it when they're given the opportunity. So it'll be Arrow down on court. Just about to put the ball in. And we're back. Samuels guarded by Walker. Walker went for it, didn't get it. Forsyth. Ball runs loose. Tyrone Williams shifts it. Pulls up way short. Williams puts it up. Sabre Richards gets blocked and ball gets outlet. Dusha from the outside makes a three. Williams to the rack. Johnson goes up and grabs the rebound. Richards. And to Walker. And the finish. Lovely finish from Tyrone Williams. Maitland. Kylin Dusha runs past one screen, runs past another. Dusha tries to buy a foul. And apparently he does. Foul called against Latrell Maitland. Just making a quick adjustment on the scoreboard. As suspected, that was the fifth foul of the quarter, which puts Bristol at the line. So they're just trying to sort out a couple of bits in terms of technicals, and we're back on. Dusha from the line. It's had a good game this evening. And Latrell Maitland sat down. And Kane Ross back on court for a few more minutes this evening. And misses the second. Outlet pass. Finds Williams. Johnson down the middle. Foul called. So just trying to sort out. It seems to have been a bit of a bang. So because the team fouls, it means it puts Dillis at the line to shoot. Loose. Johnson. And Sabre Richards on the inside. Looking at options. Another turnover by Hurds. At the top. Tyrone Williams run out. Makes the two. Off of the Ashley Pierce miss. Still it's through the middle. Gets rejected but gets it back. And the easy finish. And the easy bucket. Dusha makes the slightly unconventional finish. Richards gets fouled before the buzzer went. And so we'll go to the line. So to just finish off. Makes one. And two. So coach is trying to have an influence over what's happening. Yelling to the players. Sean Jamieson marking the inbounds. Ball goes there. Good challenge on the shots. And that is the end of the third quarter.
It means a lot. You know, basketball's got huge potential at university, and we really pride ourselves on working with local partners to deliver a great experience for the students. I think one of the big things is the quality of coaching. So for us, coaching is really important, and the quality of the coaching that our student club's going to receive, we believe, is going to be second to none. It's going to take them to the next level, help them enjoy their sport, make friends, have fun, but be better players and better people for it. Success for us is a thriving club that's growing, that's engaging and inspiring the student population. You know, we believe our club's got the ability to be in the top league in Bucks competition, and that we can recruit and attract domestic and international athletes to our programme.
Okay, the kids have thrown some ducks, and now let's get the game back on. Game back on. Hood's looking down the barrel. Needs some magic early doors. 13 points the difference. Walker guarding Dusha. Nice defensive stance. Big man down the middle, Dillis misses out. You go back to Williams, looking at options. Feeds it down low. Johnson finds a bit of space, goes to the push shot, misses, runs loose. Jameson gets the ball back. And Tyrone goes to the rack. Hoods need defense picking up now. Defense! 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 Jameson guarding Samuels. Samuels goes past him, gets nothing. Foul called. So, Samuels looks like he might have picked up a bit of a dead leg or something along those lines. And subs in Corey Samuels looking like he's got himself in a little bit of problem there. Says he's hyperextended his knee. If he has, that is a painful thing to happen. So we've made subs in. Got Kobe Hill to the line. So Kobe Hill steps to the line, shoot two. Makes the first. And the second. Williams coming back. Walker from range, picking up the scraps. Bryce Johnson picked out. Forsyth. Obiaro guarded by Walker. This time Savory Richards up in his face. Forsyth goes turn. And ball gets ripped. Johnson. Walker finds Williams. Kobe in his face. And the foul called. Good job, Sean Jameson. Has to sit down. Sam McCartney comes back onto the court. So Walker to inbound for Hoods. Gets it back with Kano. Course of the screen. Akano from deep, hits the rim. Ball runs loose. Bristol come back with it. Possession goes Hood's way. So Hoods pushing against the clock as well as everything else. 13 points to try and make up. Williams sets himself, offloads, finds Walker. Gets rejected at the rim. And a foul called. Foul called against Savory Richards reaching. Bailey comes back on. Dusha in possession, guided by Saviour Richards. Goes to the wrap, pulls it back. Johnson nearly snuck it. So Dillis back to the line. Shooting another 2. Misses the first one. Big man has been really strong tonight. Unfortunately, the lack of size from the Hoods side of the equation, it's really stood out. Johnson. So backcourt ball, so means that Whites are in possession from the sideline. Dusha with the ball. He's going to take all the time he possibly can. Okay. Williams finds Akano. And finds the lane. Blocking foul called. There's a lot of coaches' chatter towards the referees, but it is just chatter. People wanting to have a nice friendly conversation with the referee and staff. So it seems. Makes both from the line. Dillis takes down court. Oh, big old carry. Nothing called, nothing called. Duan finds Corey. Kobe Hill from the outside, misses. Williams to the line, and the foul. Close. Really close to getting that ball back. Hood's looking to put a little bit of pressure on. And surprisingly, Bristol looking to get some of their players back on court. So foul called against Hoods. As that's the last free foul they're going to be able to get. Anything after this means that Hoods will be sending Bristol to the line. Tuan with the ball. Kobe Hill again. This time hits the 3. Lacano. steps back, pulls up short. Bailey with the rebounds. Johnson pulls up short. Black ball. Hood's possession. Didn't get the lucky bounce. Still a big gap. Don't have a look. Hooks his man. So Hood's possession. Akano looking for a bit of space. As Johnson runs loose. Walker finds him again. Elliot Bailey chasing down rebounds. But the ball runs loose. That's another turnover. Still 4 minutes to play. Dusha again. Guarded by Akano. Pulls up from deep. Williams goes skies up and gets that one. Goes into the middle. It's his own man in his way. Akano from the corner misses. And Bristol control the ball. And the offload for the easy two. Kano through the middle. Tries to offload, runs loose. Walker. Johnson went for it. And makes the bucket. Big shout out to all the Hood sponsors who help us put this stuff together. Mercure Hotel, Virtue Kieran, Nottingham, TGS, Gyms and Kit King. Locate Me, Nike, University of Nottingham, the Red Bull, Rollover and Boo and Bow with Angel Tree. You've seen the advert on the YouTube about Angel Tree collecting Christmas gifts for kids in care homes and families that are less fortunate around Nottingham. So you can, if you are in and around Nottingham, you can take gifts or toys or chocolates are closed down to Mapley Sports Village, which is the training centre of Nottingham Hoods, by the 15th of December, and then we can get the gifts to the kids. Great stuff. A great gift would be if the Hoods could pull out anything within the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. A great big trap. Goes to Edozie. And the basket given. It's been one of those evenings. And Hoods pick up the scraps. Tyrone Williams goes down the middle, pulls up short. Savoury Richards with a great rebound. Williams again, closed out. And the bucket. 2 minutes to go. Great stop. And it runs loose. Hoods pick it up. Savoury Richards fouled by Kobe Hill all over the place. So it's Hoods' possession. Makes the first. And the second. Hoods picking up the energy, denying. Trying to put pressure on. Two-hand. Wants to get rid. Does so. No foul. Great defense. Great defense. Oh, he's lost it. Foul called against Savoury Richards, which is his fifth foul. So Micah Savoury Richards takes to the bench after his fifth foul. So Savoury Richards sits down, which is a shame after that defensive effort of the RO. Akano. That's Walker, Williams. Great fetch. Akano steps back. And ball runs loose. Bristol going to keep dribbling. So Bristol been chasing the victory. It looks like they managed to get one. The power inside, the big men on the inside, and some real experience from their guards to get the ball in the right place. Hoods turned the ball over a lot. Really didn't help. Carried by Tyrone Williams. Offensive efforts. And Bryce Johnson as well did a good job. But when you're undersized, there's always going to be issues through the middle. And we come back again next time, I guess. This is the way this works. 36 seconds left. But 15 points makes a big difference. Tyrone Williams. A strong contribution. Ball runs loose. Let's claim it. Hood's possession. Trying to make it look a little bit more reasonable. But it's nicked straight away by Bristol. Aviaro throws it out of play. Now, I know he's big, but there's no way he's reaching that. So thanks to all those people watching on the stream. This game's nearly done. It's always nice to know that there's people watching overseas and at home. Big shout out to the Nixon family. Shout out to Dodge. Yeah, I do say that you're probably having a look at some people's performances. Could be either side, could be the officials, who knows. Tyrone makes the extra. And ball runs loose. Bristol in possession. And that's the game. Thank you very much for following us on the stream. And like I say, we'll be back with our next home game on the 28th of December, 3 o'clock. So if you got bored of Christmas movies by that point, then you can check out on the YouTube. And Hoods will be back for the visit of the Worthing Thunder.